Friends, today we are going to study the well-known theorem used in digital electronics, that is De Morgan's theorem. There are two De Morgan's theorems, and these theorems are used for interchanging one gate by another proper gate. This theorem also helps to simplify complicated Boolean expressions and to minimize the number of gates in the simplified expression. Let us see the De Morgan's first theorem. The statement for this theorem is the complement of sum of inputs is equal to the product of the complements of the inputs. Now let us see the Boolean equation for De Morgan's theorem. Now here we see that on the left hand side we have complement of the sum, and on the right hand side we have the product of complements of the input, which is nothing but the statement of De Morgan's theorem. Now let us see how to construct a logic diagram by using a Boolean equation for De Morgan's first theorem. Now let us see the left hand side we have complement of addition or complement of the addition a plus b, or we read it as a or b. So we require say OR gate. So that OR gate is shown here, which has got two inputs a and b. The output of this OR gate now becomes a plus b. Now we require a complement. So this complement represents the NOT gate. So we connect a NOT gate to the output of this first OR gate. So here we get a plus b complement, and which is nothing but our left hand side. So this is the logic diagram for left hand side. Now let us consider the right hand side. Now here we have two inputs a complement and b complement, and these two are ANDed. Therefore we requires a AND gate. Here we see that. So firstly we have a complement. So we have the two inputs a and b. We complement them by using a NOT gate. So here we get a bar, here we get b bar, and these two inputs must be ANDed. Here there is a multiplication a complement dot b complement. So dot represents the AND operation. So here we requires a AND gate whose inputs are a complement and b complement, and therefore we have complemented the two inputs a and b. These are brought to the inputs of a AND gate. So we get at the output a complement dot b complement, or this is simplified as this NOT is always shown by a bubble. So here we shown bubble at the inputs, so they becomes complements, and the output will be a complement dot b complement. Okay. Therefore, from the De Morgan's first theorem, we come to know that this is here we have the NOR gate. So NOR gate is equivalent to bubbled AND gate. So this is the meaning of De Morgan's first theorem, that is NOR gate is equivalent to bubbled AND gate. Now let us consider the proof of De Morgan's first theorem. Now we have the Boolean equation complement of the sum is equal to product of the complements. So this can be proved either by using these mathematical steps or by using this truth table. So firstly I discuss with the truth table. So as usual we have two inputs a and b. Therefore there are four possibilities 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. Now let us find out a complement, that is the complement of this column. So here we have 0 0 1 1. Therefore here we get 1 1 0 0. Now find out b complement. 0 complement 1, 1 complement 0, 0 complement 1 and 1 complement is 0. Now find out a plus b, or these two inputs a and b. So we get 0 plus 0 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1 and 1 plus 1 is 1. Now let us consider the left hand side. So that is complement of the sum, complement of the sum. Here we have calculated the sum. So take the complement of this. So we get 0 complement is 1, 1 complement is 0, 1 complement is 0, 1 complement is 0. Or we get a plus b complement as 1, 0, 0, 0. This is our left hand side. Now let us consider right hand side, product of the complements, product of the complements. So take the product of these two columns. So 1 into 1, that is 1, 1 into 0, 0, 0 into 1, 0, and 0 into 0 is 0. So from these two columns, we find that both are same. So left hand side is equal to right hand side, and therefore the De Morgan's first theorem is verified. Now let us consider another method to prove this theorem. Now here there are 4 conditions. So we check this equation for these 4 conditions. So here let us consider the first condition, that is a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 0. Let a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 0. Consider left hand side, that is a plus b complement. Now substitute the values, 0 plus 0 complement. So 0 plus 0 is 0. Then write down the complement. So 0 complement is 1. Okay. So this is left hand side. Now let us consider right hand side, a complement dot b complement. Substitute the values of a and b. So we get 0 complement dot 0 complement. 0 complement is 1, 0 complement is 1. So 1 dot 1 is equal to 1. So here we see that the left hand side is 1. At the same time, right hand side is also 1. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. So in this way, the De Morgan's theorem can be proved. So you can also check for 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. In every case, you find that left hand side is equal to right hand side. So in this way, we can prove the De Morgan's first theorem. Now let us consider De Morgan's second theorem. So it states that the complement of product of inputs is equal to the sum of the complements of inputs. So how we write the equation? Firstly, complement of product of inputs. Complement of product of inputs A and B, and this is always equal to sum of complements of the input. So this is the statement and Boolean equation for the De Morgan's second theorem. Now let us draw the logic diagram. So let us consider the left hand side. We have A dot B. So this is possible by using a AND gate. So if the inputs are A and B, the output will be A dot B. Here we require a complement. So complement is possible by using a NOT gate. So we connect a NOT gate at the output of the AND gate. So this is A dot B complement, or this is simplified as, this is our AND gate and this all is NOT is shown by a bubble. So the bubble is here. So this is nothing but a NAND gate. This is the symbol of NAND gate. So left hand side in De Morgan's second theorem represents the NAND gate. Now let us consider right hand side, that is A complement plus B complement. So here plus means we require a OR gate. But before going to OR, the inputs A and B, they must be complemented. So A and B are the inputs. They are firstly complemented or making inversion of the A, that is A complement, by using a NOT gate. So by using these two NOT gates, we get A complement and B complement, A complement and B complement, and these two inputs are now must be ORed. Therefore we require a OR gate. So at the output of OR gate we get A complement plus B complement, or this can be simplified as OR gate and these two inputs are made complement, and that is shown by a bubble. NOT gate is always represented by a bubble. So we draw bubbles at the input of this OR gate, or we call this as a bubbled OR gate, bubbled OR gate. Therefore, from De Morgan's second theorem, we come to know that the NAND gate is equivalent to bubbled OR gate. NAND gate is equivalent to bubbled OR gate. In first case we have seen that the NOR gate is equal to bubbled AND gate, and here we get NAND gate is equal to bubbled OR gate. Now let us consider the proof for this theorem also. So we have written here the Boolean equation for De Morgan's theorem. Now prepare the table. The inputs are A and B, 4 possibilities. Then we require A complement, B complement. Therefore I have taken the column A complement, B complement. Then we require A dot B, A dot B. Okay. Then we have to write down the left hand side, that is A dot B complement, and right hand side is A complement plus B complement. Now calculate the values of A complement, B complement, A dot B, and then go to the left hand side. So A dot B complement, A complement plus B complement. So you find that here the left hand side is 1 1 1 0. At the same time right hand side also comes out to be 1 1 1 0. So from this table we see that the left hand side is equal to right hand side, and in this way this equation is verified, or the De Morgan's second theorem can be very easily proved. Or you can also prove this theorem by this way. Consider let A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 0. First case, from the truth table the inputs are 0 0. So A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 0. Now let us consider left hand side, A dot B complement. Substitute the values of A and B. So 0 dot 0 complement. So 0 dot 0 is 0 and complement. So 0 complement is 1. So this is our left hand side. Now find right hand side, A complement plus B complement. Substitute the values of A and B. So 0 complement plus 0 complement. 0 complement is 1, this 0 complement is 1, and 1 plus 1 is 1. So therefore left hand side is again equal to right hand side. So in this way you can write down the 4 cases, the remaining 0 1 1 0 1 1. You will get the output like this, and finally conclude that from above discussion we see that the left hand side is equal to right hand side. Hence De Morgan's second theorem is proved. Now let us consider the equivalence between the first theorem and second theorem. So this is the equation for De Morgan's first theorem. So it tells that the NOR gate is always equivalent to bubbled AND gate. Here observe that in OR gate the bubble is at the output, and this bubble can be moved to the input. You can move this bubble to the input, but at the same time you have to change the type of the gate. So in second theorem we see that the complement of the product is equal to sum of the complements of the input, or this is nothing but a NAND gate. NAND gate is equivalent to a bubbled OR gate. So here also we can shift the position of the bubble at the output to the input by changing the type of the gate. So carefully observe this. So here we see that we have the OR gate, bubble is there. So OR is replaced by AND, OR is replaced by AND, and you have to only shift the bubble. So here the bubble is at the output, so you can shift the bubble to the input. Here see, initially we have a AND gate, so you have to use a OR gate and shift the bubble. Okay, so you can interchange AND gate or NAND gate to bubbled OR gate, or NOR gate to bubbled AND gate. So in this way you can shift the position of the bubble in simplifying the equivalent circuits, logical circuits, by using the De Morgan's first theorem and second theorem. So this is the advantage of De Morgan's theorems in digital logic circuits. So when we have any complicated logic circuit diagram, you can try to simplify this diagram by using the De Morgan's first and second theorem. Thank you.